Namaskar to everybody. I am Dr. Yogesh Dudpachare, Head of Geography Department, Janata Mahavidyalaya Chandrapur. Friends, today we are going to discuss about the classification of Indian climate according to Köppen specially. Various scholars have tried to classify to climate of India, but the best classification is a Köppen classification. This is considered, and therefore we will see today how the Köppen has been tried to classify to the Indian region in the various classes. Uh, First of all, uh, we want also to discuss about what exactly is the climate. So the question is climate. What is that? So normally we see about climate is that it is nothing but a average or sum of the atmospheric conditions on a specific location or region, we can say, in the specific period. Normally that the period is 30 to 35 years. So on the basis of that we can say that climate is a average condition of the atmosphere on any particular region or location, that is climate. So that is the climate which affect to each and everybody. The climate is deciding factor that what you will eat in your dinner or lunch. Climate is creating your culture. Climate is responsible for your language also, your customs, your traditions. All these things are related with the climate, or we can say that the climate is a creator of the various things and customs related to the man. So therefore the climate is very very important factors, and therefore we have to see also that how the climate is classified. So my friends, if we consider that the climate on any particular location, so one thing is very clear that each and every location in the world, or each and every station or region in the world, have its own characteristics. So no other station in the world is exactly identical to other stations, and therefore we can say that every station has its different characters regarding climate. But at the same time we are trying to classify the climate in any region. That means we have to bifurcate the regions in one specific groups, and we can say that this specific group is have same specific characters, and therefore this may be the term at the specific names also. So therefore that is the need of our, we have to study that how to classify the climate. Secondly, it is the geographer's duty to differentiate or identify some specific region and groups that region in the some specific class. When we define the geography, we say that geography is a discipline which deals with the distribution. That means if we consider the example of the climate, we have to see how the climatic conditions are distributed on the globe, uh, in which particular areas or on which particular region, we can say. And therefore it is a duty of geographer also. In this type we can say that the first effort to classify the climate was initiated by the Aristotle, we can say. So in the year of about 400 BC, it was the Aristotle who divided the whole earth in the three different regions. One was the torrid, then tropics and cold. So as these types, Aristotle has trifurcated the whole earth surface in the three various parts. And thereafter now in the modern traditions or in the modern way, we are also trying to classify the climate. And the name of the Köppen, Dr. Vladimir Köppen, is very big here. And the name of Dr. Vladimir Köppen is very big here. So now we are looking here the map prepared by Dr. Vladimir Köppen, and here we can see that these are the various zones in the various colors prepared by Köppen. So, how these regions are differentiate, or they have the different characteristic from the others. So, we will see here now. So the Vladimir Köppen have done first time his effort of the classification of the climate in 1901, and many times he have amended his scheme. The first time in 1918, then again 1931 and 1936. So three times Dr. Köppen have amended his scheme. His scheme basically is depend on some aspects, that the aspects are the monthly mean temperature and the monthly mean precipitation. So the two things are very important here, that on any particular station, what is the monthly temperature and what is the monthly precipitation. Two things are very important in the classification system of the Köppen. And not only the precipitation and the temperature, but along with that, Köppen also have considered the vegetation types, because we know very well that the vegetation cannot go and cannot move from one station to another station, and it has to sustain uh, on that particular place, and therefore there is a tremendous impact of the climate on the trees and vegetation. And therefore Köppen is saying that the trees are the real indicator of the climatic system, and therefore he also considered that a tree must be included while we are trying to classify the climate. Köppen is saying that the growth of the tree not only depends on what amount of the precipitation is there, but also that is much influenced by what is the rate of evaporation or evapotranspiration also. So in any region, when the trees are come up or the vegetation are come up, so that the vegetations are influenced by two different things. Number one, what is the amount of the rainfall there, and what is the rate of the evapotranspiration and in that particular place. So these two things are very important according to Köppen. And therefore what is happening, that the certain amount of the rainfall which is occurred in that particular area is not helping to grow the plants, because if the evaporation or evapotranspiration is high in that particular area, and therefore we see that due to the excess evaporation than the rainfall, the growth of the plant also is affected. So in this way, Köppen suggested that we should take the three major parameters now. So what is the monthly temperature in that particular area, or in the region we can say, what is the monthly rainfall or precipitation we can say in that particular area, and number three, that what is the evaporation and what are the influence of the evaporation, how are the trees and vegetation in that particular area. These are the three basic parameters to classify the climatic types. And now Köppen have classified the regions. Actually he has given the system throughout the world. Now that the Köppen system we are applying to the India, and he has tried to classify the whole world in the five basic categories, five basic types we can say. And which types are there? Very simply manner, he have proposed that all the climatic regions in the world can be classified in the five just classes. That the classes are the A, B, C, D and E. So very simply he has put his scheme before the scholars. What is the meaning of A? So Köppen says that A is a tropical rainy climate with no cool season, and the temperature is above 18 degrees centigrade each every month. So no month in the throughout the year there having less than 18 degrees Celsius. So throughout the year we can say that it is the hot topic. If the hot region is that, so that region is considered as the A region. Now the same we can see in the B. So what is the B? So in the B region, dry climate in which there is an excess evaporation over precipitation. So precipitation is there, no doubt, but more than that the precipitation there is a evaporation. or evapotranspiration is that region, and therefore that affect the vegetation in that particular region, and therefore very specific vegetations are come up in that particular area in the desert region, we can say. So that is the B region now. So these two regions are normally we found that the A region in the close to the equatorial area, and now we see that the B region mostly in the 20s to 30s we can see. uh, Now the C region is there. So the C region is a mild latitude rainy climate having mild winters, and in the C region average temperature of the coldest month is below 1800 degree centigrade, but above minus 3 degree centigrade, and average temperature of the warmest month is above 10. So we can say here that the winters are mild here. The average temperature of the in the winter period is above sorry, in the below 18 degree centigrade, but above minus 3 degree centigrade. So we can say that the winters are mild here. Now it is the D type suggested by the Köppen. So what is the basic difference between C and D is that, so C has the mild winters, while when we see that the D has a very harsh winter uh, in the northern or southern region, and the average temperature of the coldest month is below 3 degree centigrade, and that of the warmest month is about 10 degree centigrade. So we consider here that just the temperature of the winters only. So in the C type we see that the temperature is above minus 3 degree centigrade, but here when we see about the D type, we see here that the temperature of the coldest month is minus 3 degree centigrade. So that is the difference between C and D region according to the Köppen. And now come to the E, that is the last type suggested by the Köppen. So Köppen is saying that the E is a polar climate and there is no warm season. So average temperature of the warmest month is below 10 degree centigrade. So when we are talking about the warmest month temperature, that suppose in the northern hemisphere we can say that the temperature of the month of the May is also the below 10 degree centigrade. May, June, July is temperature, summer temperature we can say in the northern hemisphere, it is also the below 10 degree centigrade. So this is the E type of climate suggested by the Köppen. So this was just the broad categories given by Köppen, but after the broad categories, Köppen has again subdivided, or subdivisions are there, and these are the subdivisions indicating by the small letters like A, C, M, S, W, G, H, then again capital S, capital W, capital T, and capital F. So these are the subdivisions given by the Köppen. So what is the meaning of these alphabets we see here now? Suppose the small a is donated to the hot summer, and the average temperature of the warmest month is more than 22 degrees centigrade, and there is no dry season. Means if the small a is given to any region, in that particular region we can see that the temperature is high throughout the year, and each and every month there is a rainfall. There is no dry season. So there is a continuous rainfall throughout the year in that particular region, we can say. Then a small c is there. So small c indicates that summer are cool in that region, and the average temperature of the warmest month is under 22 degree centigrade, that the summer are cool, and the maximum temperature in the summer we can say it is also the under 22. So that is the speciality of this region. Then f, small f is there. So also it says that no dry season, rain in all months. So small m is again there, that indicates to the monsoon types of climate, and short dry season is there. In some specific months there is no rainy season, or there is no rain. Then small s is there also, dry season in summer. So mostly when the small s is there, we can say that the rainfall occurs in the winters only. When the w is there, small w is there, so the dry season in winter. it means that rain occurs only the summer season. Suppose small g is there, so it is specially designed for the Indian climate. So Ganges type of region, and mostly we can say that the hottest month comes before the solstice. That means before the 21st of the June, high temperature throughout the Gangetic plain is there. So all this area which has the highest temperature, that is the maximum temperature in the in throughout the year, falls before the summer solstice, we can say. So again the H is there, small h is there. So average annual temperature under 18 degrees Celsius, that means the hot region. So now the capital S is there. So capital S indicates to the steppiest types of climate. That means some of the trees are there, some of the specific tree we can say that grow in the low rainfall region, we can say that develops. Suppose we can say that the grasses are there also. Then if the capital W is there, that it means that it is totally desert. So the desert type of the vegetations are can grow in that particular area. Suppose we can say that the most of the types of the cactus develop in that particular area. So this area donates to the capital W. Then T for tundra. So capital T is there, and capital F that indicates to ice cap. So all the regions are also suggested by Köppen to the Indian climate. Now come to the whole India is classified by Dr. Vladimir Köppen into 9 climatic regions. So we now see here that the 9 climatic regions which are very important, and that's the first region or first type we can say, that is the AMW. So capital A is there, that indicates that the hot region having the 18 degrees centigrade or more temperature throughout the year or each and every month we can say. But with that M and W are there, that the M indicates to the monsoon type of climate, while the W indicates the winters are dry. That means mostly the rainfall is there in the months of the summer. So this climate is found in the western coastal region. We can say that the whole the Mumbai and whole the Konkan especially up to the Malabar, we can say that we see that the rainfall is very high. The average rainfall is more than 300 centimeter in that particular region, but mostly almost all rainfall occurs only in the summer time. And we see very well that in the Konkan region there is no rainfall in the winter. So basically summer are the rainy seasons. So AMW is the first types we can say in the concern of the India, that this climate occurs in the Konkan strips. Now the second type is AS. So small s and the capital A indicates that the temperature is very high throughout the year. Again the more than 18 degrees centigrade temperature throughout the year. And S indicates that summer are dry. That means if the rainfall is there, that rainfall occurs only the winter periods. So in India we see we know very well that in the Coromandel region, especially in the south of the Chennai and the coastal region of the Tamil Nadu, we see here that the amount of rainfall is about 75 to 100 centimeter. That is the annual rainfall. But about 80 to 90% of the rainfall occurs only in the winter time. So if the rainfall is in winter time, it means that is the AS region. Now come to the AW type. So the capital A and small w is there. So capital A indicates to hot temperature throughout the year again, and W indicates to the winter dry. So winter are dry here, and almost all that the rainfall occurs in the summer time. So winter are dry. About the 75 centimeter rainfall is there in this particular region, and mostly that the rainfall occurs in the southwestern through the southwestern monsoons. So in this type, the very vast area of the India covers, and the northern boundary of that region coincides with the Tropic of Cancer, we can say, and therefore for Hyderabad to Bhopal, the very huge area is covered uh, in this type. So this is the AW type. This is the third type we can say. After A, now come to the BSSW. So there are the three types of the A. Now come to the B, and B is capital here. It means that the evaporation exceed than precipitation, we can say. So there are the two types of the B. That the first is the semi-arid stepes types. So the capital S indicates to the stepes here. H indicates to the haze. Haze means the hot temperature that, and again W, it indicates that the winter are dry. So if suppose some rain is there, it will come in the time of summer. So some rain shadow areas of the Western Ghats includes in this type, and large part of the Rajasthan and continuous areas of the Haryana and Gujarat have this type of the climate. So all this type, very huge region is there which falls in this category. Mostly the rainfall varies from 12 to 25 centimeters, and most of it occurs in the summer. Winter is completely dry, and some arid steppes vegetation is found here. So again, the vegetation is important in this type, and this is the stepes type we can say in India. And the second part of the B is that BW. B is a dry climate we know, and S was the stepes now, and W indicates to complete dryness. So it means it's the full desert or hot desert type. Again, the H is the haze, that is the hot climate we can say, and small W indicates to the winters are dry. So most of the western Rajasthan has hot desert type of the climate, where the amount of the annual rainfall is less than 12 centimeters. So rainfall is very low, and the temperature are very high in the summer. Natural vegetation is almost absent. So in the western Rajasthan, especially in the Jaisalmer, Bikaner region, we see that there are so many dunes and sand is there. In that particular very small patch is there, not very huge like stepes, but in that region there is a complete dryness we can see, and this type of region falls in this category BWHW. So, and then now last, so this was the second type of the B. Now come to the C type of the climate. So C type of climate are indicating that the winters are not very harsh, but they are the mild, and small w indicates to that the winter are dry, and G indicates to the Gangetic type. So especially in the Gangetic plain in India, not only the Gangetic plain, but along with that the eastern Rajasthan, then Assam, then the Malwas plateau, in the whole region we see that the temperature rises to 40 degrees centigrade in the summertime, but it falls to the 27 in the winters, and most of the rainfall occurs in the summer, and winters are normally dry. The highest temperature before the solstice. So this is the speciality of the CWG region. The mostly very vast region is there in India, falls in this category, and the winters are, we can say again that they are the mild, not very harsh. But in the next category, that is the D, F and C. So in this DFC, we can say that the D indicates to the harsh winters, then F indicates to the rainfall is there throughout the year we can say, and C indicates to that the summer also very cool. Even the summer that the temperature cannot grow or rise we can say. So cold humid winters type with shorter summer. Summer are very short here. Some of the northern eastern states such as the Sikkim, Arunachal Pradesh and parts of the Assam that have this type of climate. So we can say in this area that the winters are very hard and harsh. Winter are cold, humid and longer duration. The winter temperature are about 10 degrees centigrade, and summer are very short and humid. That means the rainfall in summer are there in this category. The next part is E type. That E climatic type is divided in two different subtype. So it is the tundra type. In the tundra type, we see that most vegetation is there. According to height, we see that the temperature is falling. But even then, there are some trees and even jungles are there in that type. We can say. So this region is the tundra region. But when we see that polar type is there, E type, the subtype of polar is there. That means the higher areas, the Jammu and Kashmir, mostly we know that the most hillocks and mountains of the Jammu and Kashmir and Himachal Pradesh. Now we see that the Himachal Pradesh indicates that throughout the year that there is a snow. So the climate, which is temperature of the warmest month, is from 0 to 10 degrees Celsius, and these areas covered with snow the most part of the year. So that means that the ET, we see that some temperature is there, some even vegetation is there, that the tundra type are there. But when we see that the E polar type, so the almost all area is covered and remain under snow throughout the year. So as this type, Köppen has classified the whole climate in the 9 various parts or various groups, we can say, and this is the classification of the Köppen. Now come to the maps once again. So very small red strip we can see here, that this is the AM climate, then this is the BSH W climate is there now. Especially this is the strip. In other words, we can say that is the rainforest region. Throughout the year there is a rain. We can say mostly more than 300 centimeter rain is there now. And then this is the steppes, we can say here. And then most of the areas which coincide with the Tropic of Cancer, this is the line of Tropic of Cancer, and all these areas are considered under AW type. We can say that the whole of the Maharashtra, then northern of the Chhattisgarh, whole near about very 100% of the Chhattisgarh, then fully the Orissa region, then mostly the West Bengal and southern Jharkhand, we can say. So then mostly the parts of the Telangana and again in the Karnataka all falls in the AW type. So AW, and very contrast, it is the AS also. We can see that the saffron strip is there now, having these special characters, that 80% of the rainfall occurs in not summer, but it occurs in the winter. So these are the mild winters region, that is the C region, and in this region we can say that the temperature in the winters do not falls, and the winter temperature can fall up to just only the 27 degree centigrade. The whole of the mostly the northern Madhya Pradesh, the Malwa plateau, we can say, the whole Uttar Pradesh, then Punjab and Haryana, all the regions along with the we can say the southern Meghalaya and the Assam, all the regions falls in this category. Then this one is the BSHW category, having the very harsh summers, we can say. Then and it is a hot desert type, we can say, and the rainfall is very less, about 10 to 12 centimeter of the rainfall is there now. And now remaining E region is that there. So this is the tundra region, we can say, and again the ET tundra and polar both regions are here. In the upper part of the mountains are remaining in the frozen condition throughout the year. That is the E polar, we can say. But the ET, the smaller areas, very compared to the having the low height, are considered that is the ETs. And now come to here also the DFCs, that is the harsh winters are here, and the temperature in the winter time about 10 degrees centigrade, and summer are having very short periods. So in this type we classify, that means the Köppen has classified the the India's climate and climatic reasons. I hope that this presentation will definitely benefit you. Thank you very much.